Hey guys, welcome again for our podcast. Today is a special day for me. I'd like to introduce you my old friend since almost 25 years. When I moved here with my family, I believe, I know I'm going to repeat myself, but when I moved here in 1998, there was no mulching business, no mulcher on the industry. We came with our we call the GD18, and we pick, I believe, the best spot in the east, on the east coast, on the U.S. And machine was working very good. We introduced this mulching, and at that time we have an office at Ravenel. We're on the Highway 17, and these guys, we have the machine on the front yard, and these guys were just passing by. He was very proud. He just bought an ASV with a trailer with a bunch of attachment, and he stopped by. He said, "Hey, what is this?" And I tried to explain to him that it's a mulcher, but right now we have a prototype almost ready to try for skid steer, just to prove to you that at that time there is no attachment for skid steer. He said, "For a skid steer, yeah, you can mulch tree. By the way, all the attachment that you have on your trailer, I don't think you're going to use that. You're going to make more money on this." And finally, he tried it. We became friend, and Walter stayed with us. He was just got retired from the Marine Corps. He used to be a trainer for a rescue team. I mean, tough guys, okay? Tough guys, and he just bought that to start a new business. He started with a small ASV with trailer, and today, I mean, these guys, I don't know, 15 machine, and he's a millionaire since a long time, okay? But this is Walter Oliver, and again, he's my best friend. He helped us to develop all those equipment, improve it non-stop. And by the way, just to let you know, before we let him talk a little bit, he is tough guys with character, and I have to prove to him too that I have character. For the fact, I have to convince these guys in 2000, when I moved here, 3 boys, a wife, no English. That means even today, I don't speak English. Imagine 20 years ago. I have to convince these guys that maybe we have something that's going to be good for him. And I convince him. After 25 years, that's where we are today. This guy, every year, he's doing 21, 30 days juice. That means right now, he's on the juice for 20-something days. And the last week, maybe he's going to be only on the water. Try that, I challenge you, okay? One on over 1,000 maybe can do it. But to prove to you that this guy has some character, to doing some good R&D, good product, you have to be tough, very tough. Walter, welcome to our podcast.
Good morning to Beaufort, South Carolina. Danielle forgot one little detail when he said that we first met. I had purchased a Davco tree cutter, and that was the greatest thing since sliced bread, and I was very proud of it. When I pulled into his yard, and I showed him all the papers on it, and at that time they didn't have a small cutting head, and he told me to take that Davco tree cutter and throw it in the trash. And so I remember that clearly. Yeah. And I said, "What do you mean?" He said, "Well, what we got is a whole lot better." So we had to wait 30 days to get that cutter, and when it finally came in, it kind of set the tone and changed everything in the industry. I did a job, I was doing 10 years prior to that, so I've been doing this for 22 years with the mulching machines now, and 10 years before that with the regular tractor and the bush hog. And I was doing a lot for somebody, and my tractor broke down, and I was waiting for this mulching head to come in, so he was patient and able to wait for me. So finally, when the head came in, we got the head, we tried it out at my house real quick, and we went back and I went back to the job that the guy was waiting on me for 4 or 5 months. And when I went back to him, he wasn't around, so I went ahead and did the job. And while I was there, I mulched up some tree stumps that he had and some other trees that he had in his backyard.
At that time, it was we had a swing teeth. Remember?
That's right, a swing tooth. So we're not nowhere near productive like they are now. But so I went to do all that for him, and at the same time, which makes this story kind of funny, I had also bought a tiller from Caterpillar. So I had a little dump truck that I towed the machine on. Caterpillar, they wanted to see this head work, so they showed up and they brought my tiller at the same time. So there was a few trucks from them and my trucks. So when we got done, we left and we went to another job at Coosaw Point. And when we left to go to the job in Coosaw Point, the gentleman came home for lunch and he looks in his backyard and he was shocked what he seen. Because when he went to work just 4 hours before that, you know, it didn't look like that. It was all mulched up. He was just shocked. He says, what happened? So he started knocking on the neighbors' doors. When they knocked on the neighbors' door, he said, somebody come clear my lot? And the neighbors described it. Yeah, they had dump trucks and there was all kinds of trucks here. And there was a whole crew here. But it was just me and a little ASP machine that went in and did the job. But nobody's ever seen anything like this before. He couldn't believe it, even to the point that he called the county and said, hey, somebody cleared my lane by mistake. You know, Walter's machine can't do this. Well, he only known the tractor and the bush hog. That's how it started off. I left there, went to the job at Coosaw Point, and the Caterpillar followed me. We demoed the tiller. As we're demoing, the developer for 400 acres said, oh, I like the way that leaves a nice finished product. Well, the cat guy, since he just witnessed the mulching machine, he said, you think that's good? This is not even his product. This is Gyro-Trac's product. He said, you think that's good? You should see that attachment work. So he says, you mind doing a demo for me? I did a demo and I picked up 400 acres that day. I couldn't ask for a better dream.
If you don't improve your product, if you're not on the edge, it's over. And that's what I like. 1998, I have nobody. Today, there was a cut ahead everywhere, you know, the small one. Now we have 9 models. We make the 400, and we make the 300, which is 3 feet wide, 4 feet wide, 5. Now we're making a big one for Tiger Cat for 500 horsepower. Bottom line is, I like competition. That's the way we can improve the product. And I tell you what, if you think that doing R&D, working on the product for years, you think that it's a long time, good luck, good luck. You have to be tough. To be on the juice for 21 days, I challenge you. Right now, are you at 21 days?
I'm 15 right now.
15?
Yeah, 15 right now, but I'm going to go 25. 20.
Remember when you bought the new 16 XP, you have this big power behind your pickup truck, and he called me, he said, you don't believe, Danielle? He said, I believe I cried. I have a tear on my eye. Because, he said, I cannot believe with all those years, we have improved so much now that I'm carrying on a big power machine behind my pickup truck. Cannot believe it.
Oh yeah. People have no idea, you know, when we first started off with, I'll never forget Danielle's terminology too. He said, he would always give me something new, and he said, go out there and try to destroy it. I want to make it bamboo proof, so anybody can get in this thing and operate it. So, and that's a true statement. He's always been that way from the first time I met him. It's not how he can make something cheaper or anything. It's actually how he can make something better, so there's less problems, and that's a big plus. That's why we are. But you know, there's been several times I've been shocked over the years. In 2004, when I bought a GT25, Danielle did the first GT25 that was an XP, and that XP, they changed the design of the drum and made some modifications to the machine to beef it up. And Danielle didn't even realize, because we took that machine and everybody in the industry used to be able to cut just 8-inch trees and under, and that was it, especially with a swinging tooth. And so nobody was ever cutting anything bigger than that. And then I got the machine and I started realizing to cut with like butter through trees. So I was going up bigger and bigger trees, 30-inch trees, and cutting and knocking down. And Danielle didn't know at that particular time until a video, and they watched me cut these huge trees down and mulch them up. And then, you know, at that point, everybody was shocked again. They couldn't believe the same horsepower machine with a different design drum made all the difference in the world. You know, so it keeps on going that way. Every time we keep on jumping to new technology, and I sit there in these machines and I say that people have no idea when they buy a machine now, they have a Cadillac. You know, they have no idea how we started off with and what we had to go through to get here.
Yep.
But to deal with what they have to deal with, they have no complaints.
Like I said on the previous podcast, we're listening to the customer. And because of that, me, Walter, I have created a very, very nice product. All the information is processed. We got the truth and we fix it. And by the way, you have no idea, but something big is coming next 3 years. I've been working for 20 years. You're going to see that. I believe Gyro-Trac is going to change the habit of the human being on this planet. Okay? Trust me. And we're here for another 25 years, guys. Okay? See you.